Hello, welcome back to the channel, and we've got something pretty special today. This is the Riva 68 Diable. We're here at the Venice Boat Show, and well, doesn't this just look the part in the evening sun here in Venice? It is a gorgeous looking thing. And if you've not watched a 360 video before, you are in control of what we look at. So you can choose where you're looking as we go through the video. You can use your finger if you're on a tablet or another device like that. If you're on a computer, you can use your mouse, and you can actually change the angle as we go through the boat. So you can look all the way around in a 360-degree orientation as I move you through the boat in this walkthrough. How good does that look? Before we get on board, we'll have a look at the stats. So just shy of 68 feet, but with the optional largest MAN 1650 horsepower engines, this thing's doing 40 knots. So it'll really get a move on, and it'll cruise 34 knots for about 250 nautical miles. That's enough numbers. Let's have a look on board. So there is a tender garage under there for a 3.2 metre tender. Really nicely integrated into that transom, isn't that just gorgeous? And I love the woodwork there. If we step onto the passerelle, look at that gorgeous gloss woodwork. It's quite interesting to see one in sort of white. They've gone silver. If you look at the Dolce Riva next to us, it's all silver, which looks great. But there's something about it with white, with all this timber popping out, that looks so, so good. And look at the stainless steel here over the mooring gear. Gorgeous. What an amazing warm weather boat this would be. Talking of warm weather, before we get into the cockpit, let's have a look at the sun pad. Comfortably get 3 or 4 people on that in the sun, and then forward of that you have this bench, so you can sit and look forward into the cockpit. Everywhere you look, it is just dripping with style. On this side, under this hatch, there's a sink with a fridge underneath, and on the opposite side there's a grill with more cooling space. And just look at the architecture of this hardtop. I'm just going to point the camera forward and you can have a look around as we do this, but it's sort of semi-enclosed. You've got gaps on either side for the breeze to come through, but the windscreen is connected to the hardtop, so it should be really well protected. 4 forward-facing seats. There's lovely big lounging area in the middle, and again, it's all peppered with gorgeous high gloss timber. It really does feel special. But before I carry on too much further, let's go around the side decks and look up front, and then we'll come back. So symmetrical side decks. I'm just going up the starboard side here. You can see the design of the hardtop here. It dips inside the screens. Really cool design. Open, but also great protection, because you're going to travel at 30 knots, so you'll be moving along at a fair old lick. And I'm going to go right to the bow to give you the perspective looking aft. I mean, there's a lot of glossy, shiny stuff to look after on this boat. It may not be big enough to warrant crew, but certainly enough maintenance maybe to warrant a crew member. Right here we have yet more sunbathing space. The lounging sofa right forward here. Not really a place to dine, just a place to chill out with a drink, catch the breeze, because on a warm evening like this, it's nice to be here in the breeze on the bow. There's cup holders up here, repeater for the Fusion stereo system as well, so you can control the music from up here. It's great. And even the cleats. I've got the Riva logo etched into the top of them. Everything's so well considered. You pay quite a serious premium to own a Riva, but it does feel special. There's no two ways about it. Back round to the cockpit then. Seating starboard, another repeater on the starboard side for the stereo system. Note how they've got air conditioning vents here as well, because this will be well protected. It could get quite warm, but they thought of that and put some vents on both sides. There's storage behind the helm seat. the navigator seat. And then you have the dining table. Look at the gloss on that wood, isn't that amazing? Thick seating on the port side, enough space for some director's chairs on the starboard side, and all protected by this hardtop, so you want to dine in the shade and you can, and also well connected to the wet bars. You can see here how the screen is connected to the T-top, so you should be really well protected in these seats here. I just love this area. What's really nice about this upholstery, it's in the sunlight, so you may struggle to see it, but this is in the typical Riva aquamarine. Really nice to see nods to the traditional Riva colouring, and the stitching on the seats as well is in the Riva aquamarine. Lovely detail. More wood popping out of the dash here with the stainless steel ends. And then opposite, of course, the helm itself. The traditional Riva steering wheel, leather, stainless steel, carbon fibre in the dashboard, more pops of woodwork in the handhold there. Look at all these buttons too. No plastic rocker switches here. So nicely executed. We've got the screens on because it's very sunny. Bonding screen there, that's all your systems information, and then obviously your SIMRAD MFDs, that's navigation information, engine information, radar, all that sort of stuff will be displayed on those two SIMRAD screens. 68 Diable down there. And look at the helm seats. Bolster position now, so you can stand and lean and look forward over that bow. But obviously these bolsters drop down so you can sit if you want to. Pair of throttles for the MAN engines, and then under here, bow and stern thruster on this boat. Proportional too, so as you feed in the power, you don't have to have fully on or fully off, you can proportionally add in the power depending on how much you need, depending on the manoeuvre you're doing. Beautiful. So a quick look back. I'm going to head downstairs because I think we've got some people coming on board. And I think the interior is a real surprise. The honest truth is that this will probably be used as a day boat. But the amount of equipment down here and the space really took me by surprise. So the first thing you come down to is the saloon. Yet more beautiful stainless steel, high gloss timber. Just look at that. It's gorgeous. And it's mirrors everywhere. So I'm not going to be able to hide. Obviously it's a 360 video, so it doesn't really matter. But these mirrors hide things. So on this side, full height fridge, look at the size of that. And then on the other side, full height freezer. Impressive, hey? Forward of that, the galley, where you've got an oven, induction hob, and a sink, storage up above and down below. And that's opposite this lower saloon. No dining down here. This is just a place to come and chill out. Literally, probably get the aircon on a warm day, maybe send the kids down here to cool off. Then here on the port side, you have this little storage room down here. Obviously they've got that set up as a bench. I suspect this is quite a flexible space. If you want to deck it out with cushions and make it a bit of a crash zone, possibly another cabin, possibly a study, I suspect this is quite a flexible area. Big window in there as well, and head heights are excellent. I'm going to finish with the owner's cabin, so let's head forward to the VIP. Just like these switches here, it's like on the dashboard, no plastic, everything is metal, and also the Riva logo is all over the place, even in the door thresholds. Look at that. You own a Riva, you want to be reminded of that fact. Check out the door handles too. I love those. Gorgeous. The VIP is a bit small for a 70-footer. Obviously we're right in the point of the bow here, so the bed is raised, quite big steps either side. I'll just hold the camera steady and you can have a look around as I talk. Lots of reflective surfaces too. But you have got some hull window. There is a hatch above too for ventilation and natural light. You'll note, more nice silver repeaters on either side for both the blinds and the lights. The TV is mounted up on this side. And even the, the bed stand is leather, stainless steel. So much thought has gone into the use of materials. It is lovely. And it has a private ensuite. You can see the sink and the toilet, and if we come round the corner, there's the shower cubicle. It's a really nice private guest cabin. If a little pokey for a boat of this size. Now, back through the saloon. See, the TV for the saloon is mounted here, very discreetly. You wouldn't really know that's there when it's off. And then we arrive first at the day head. Just got a toilet and a shower. I mean, even here, look at the gloss woodwork in the bathrooms. It is everywhere. And then we drop down into the owner's cabin, which is amidships. I'm just going to close the door. Look at that. Lots more gloss woodwork to enjoy. Lovely big bed in this cabin. Some nice storage here on the starboard side with the beautiful stainless steel catches on the doors. Storage here as well. This is hanging storage, obviously filled with boxes. We're at a boat show, but that's where you'd hang your clothes. I mean, even these surrounds, on most boats these are plastic. There really is an elevated feeling of quality that, just makes it feel a bit more special in here. Bathroom is open to the cabin. So they've separated off the toilet compartment forward. And then this side you find the shower compartment. And that's a decent size as well. With the rainfall shower inset with lights. Separate one for the shower as well, and then your sink is central. Not bad for a so-called day boat, huh? Back onto deck. The last place to look at is the engine room. The engine room access is through this hatch right in the middle of the cockpit. I'll see you down there. Right, here we are. I'll just hover in the middle so you can have a look around. Now, right down here at the bottom of the ladder, headroom's really good, over 6 feet. There is an intrusion aft because that is where the tender garage is, but it's all covered insulation. Great for protecting your head as you walk through, but also when the boat's on the move should mean that sound levels are kept to a minimum. And these are big motors. These are, really big motors, but you can get between them pretty comfortably. Outboard is a little bit trickier, but certainly for the day-to-day stuff, checking things regularly, it's really not too bad. In the middle there, you have both a seakeeper for stabilisation, that's right aft, and then forward, you have the water maker. I'll just extend the pole on the camera and push it down there so you can have a look. There's the water maker, and then you can see after that, the seakeeper. Headroom diminishes quite a lot back there because of the tender garage, but you would hope not to have to be down there too much. Really, you're going to be spending your time back here. But everything is incredibly neat, easy to get to, very well packaged. Things like your fuel filters down in front of me now. On the port side, the generator is again pretty easy to get to with the access panel on this side. So yeah, often tender garages make these spaces very uncomfortable, but not too bad at all. There you have it, that is the Riva 68 Diable. Pretty cool boat, I hope you agree. and I hope you enjoyed that tour. Please give us a like if you did. Give us some feedback on the 360 videos as well. We know it's relatively new. We're trying something a bit different. Let us know what you thought in the comments below, what you did like, what you didn't like, and we'll be hoping to bring you some more very soon. If you want more information on this boat, head to yachtbuyer.com, search the boat, you get all the information, deck plans, compare it to its rivals, all that stuff over on yachtbuyer.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.